All right, so book distribution.
Not really.
Not really. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try at least. Hopefully not freak out people. It's free books. Wouldn't you take? Would you take a free book from a stranger?
No.
So this is Anatole. Anatole.
Yeah.
Anatole.
Yeah. Ruski.
Ruski.
Ruski, yeah.
Nice to meet you, Ruski.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me explain what I'm doing here. I was just distributing this book here, which is a spiritual book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I came across you, sir, and then you said that you're a writer.
Yeah.
So
Published, right?
you published. What is your biggest book, the best book that you've written?
The best book ever.
That you wrote.
No. Yeah. With a co-author. For 9 years.
But you also said that you're in the military too, huh?
Yeah. Social. Yeah. Присядь.
And your parents are Russian.
I was born here.
You were born here, parents are Russian. Very nice.
Yeah. I got a job. Military.
You got a job in the military.
Yeah.
Maybe this is part of the military?
Oh yeah, we're well equipped.
This is some equipment stuff.
I'm an officer, okay, okay. We're stationed way up there,
Greenland?
Far up there.
Where?
No, at the very tip, Ellesmere Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to go home and look up where this place is, because I don't know.
What, you don't know?
No.
You never studied geography?
Not to that extent. Not to the very tip of Canada.
Camp Borden, right? That's where I was trained. Borden, right? But, we call it hey, here we are, right? Yeah. Got away with that, right?
My question is, why do
where are the cops? See?
the cops are over there? That's
Yeah.
fine.
They're my friends, man.
They're your friends?
He's coming over, right?
So my question is, why are you stationed up there up there where you said your station is? Why do you have to go there?
That was my first assignment.
You have an assignment? Oh, okay.
No, I was up there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's an honor to meet you, sir.
Well, my job is to teach Russian.
Russian up there.
Yeah.
Ah. And you're an author too.
Yeah. There's nothing to do up there except, write letters, write books and stuff like that, right? Yeah. So I write stuff to my wife,
About your wife. Oh, so yeah. Needless to say that you're here stuck in Waterloo. You need to go to Windsor, right?
That's where, right now, my wife is over there, right?
You need to go see your wife.
I can't get there. I don't have a car. I have not seen my wife in 1 year.
Ah. And you're committed to her. You have to be committed.
We're married. Look.
Yes.
Look, I got it. See?
All right, sir. It was nice to meet you, okay? Thank you for allowing me to videotape, and I will recall this when I get home. And
Okay, can you speak Russian?
Ponyo, that I don't know too much.
What language do you speak?
Spanish and English.
Okay, Argentina, right? Chile.
Colombia.
You're from Colombia?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I don't know. Hey, that's a great country, yeah?
Yeah.
Speak Spanish. Say, I want to hear the Spanish language, right? Say, like, you just arrived and you met me, and we got $300 and we have to go to Windsor.
Tenemos 3 horas para llegar a Windsor. Acabé de llegar aquí, en Waterloo, y me encontré con el señor Anatole. Y él me va a decir muchas cosas de la vida de él. You like that?
That's perfect, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, I'm about to go and distribute some more books.
Hey, you got nice teeth.
Thank you, sir. You did say that too.
Yeah.
So I'm
You're
gonna
a
go.
handsome guy.
I thank you so much, sir. I'm gonna go deliver some more books, okay? But you will read this book?
Well, give me one more.
One more what, sir?
Get an extra one. After taking to the church.
I only have one book, sir.
Well, give it to me. I'll buy it off you.
Here, it's here.
What's the other one?
So anyway, sir, I leave you with this book here, okay? If you want to read it.
I like the pictures, the photographs.
Okay, so I just got done distributing 4 books. I think I'm gonna stop there because I was getting a little bit too cold, and I have other plans, and I did not really plan to distribute books today. But anyways, I didn't really record me handing out books, but the first one, actually I did 2 people in a row, and both of them, they actually took it, which was surprising. So the first one was a couple. They were like, yeah, we're into spiritual books, and they took it because I said it was a spiritual book, and then they took it. And then the second person was a lady who was just walking by. Very nice lady. She I gave her my contact information, so shout out to you in the video here. She was very grateful that she like happened to come across me, and yeah, I was just like, it was meant to be, I guess. So anyways, fast forward to me reaching like 4 blocks just down the road, and I saw this homeless. Here's the funny part, the Krishna miracle. I saw this homeless guy as I was driving towards the uptown of where I live, and I had a feeling about this person who was homeless, who was in a bus shelter. But as I was driving down, I still was thinking about him for some reason. I was like, oh, I'll just distribute books all the way up until I see him. And sure enough, I sat down with him, and I asked him if he was into reading books. And so long story short, I think I videotaped a little bit of our conversation. So anyways, he took the first book, and the funny, again, the miracle that came in was that the man is, of course, homeless person, right? And he wanted to give money towards the books, and he insisted on giving me money. And then I said, no, sir. At first I declined his money because, like, obviously, like, I'm not going to take from a homeless person. But sure enough, he pulled out like a bunch of, like, a stack of, like, a stash of, like, money. And I was like, okay, if he wants to give me some money, that's fine. So he gave me 10 bucks, which was more than, I think I've handed out, I think, like a total of like 10 books or something by now. I think it was like 6 the first time, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, the man gave me some money, and I was just like confused. I'm like, I'm getting money, I'm receiving money from this homeless person. So it was a successful day of handing out a total of 4 books. And yeah, I really hope that whoever got these books today, they can get the blessing of the Lord. Hopefully it changes their life. Hopefully they see themselves more as spiritual beings rather than material beings. And yeah, so God bless everyone, and thank you so much for watching. Again, this was just an unexpected distribution book day. This is my 2nd time doing it. Really appreciate everyone who watches my videos and prays. Sometimes people pray for me, and a lot of appreciation for my family who supports me, my girlfriend Isha, who supports me too, and my friends, and anyone who's out there who just like watches and wishes the best upon me. I thank you so much. All right, so I'm back home. I just called Isha, my girlfriend, to tell her exactly what happened. She said it was a good story, so I hope you guys really enjoyed my story today. I did forget to mention a few other what I would call Krishna miracles that happened throughout the time that I was with this man, and just distributing the 4 books that I did. Yeah, so just to recap, I went with the intention of coming back home soon because I have other things to do at home. Sure enough, I came back within an hour. The money that guy gave me was more than the money that I've gotten from the 10 books that I have distributed this year so far, and it came from a homeless man, which is, don't know how I feel about that, but again, you know, Krishna is always, or God is always behind everything, so everything happens for a reason. Oh yeah, so another thing is, I don't know if I mentioned it just before this clip, but the man at the end of our interaction, he was going through the book. By the way, he was very interested in the books of the Bhagavad-gita. He was like, oh, you know, read me something from the book. And I would go, you know, I would say like, okay, so tell me when to stop. And he's like, stop at the pictures. And then, anyways, this is what I told Isha. Moving on. So he at the end, he's just like, he went through the book and he stopped at chapter 12.5, I believe. And he started to ask me, what does this mean? And he pointed at the Sanskrit. So I went to the translation and I started to read to him. And it was so funny because the verse itself, I'm actually going to put it on the video here. It says a lot about, you know, our interaction, my interaction with him, that I saw him as, you know, any other living entity. And a lot of people, you know, will also see him that way, but other people might look down on him. The other Krishna miracle that happened was that I don't think this is a Krishna miracle, but something odd that happened was that throughout our conversation, someone threw him a $10 bill, because I was kind of like standing or sitting in between the guy and the guy who was just passing by. And so he threw him a $10 bill. It fell on the floor. The guy picked it up, and I said, okay, here, I'll just give it to him. Sure enough, I don't know if it was the exact same $10 bill or, you know, same currency, or sorry, the same amount he gave back to me. So it was just kind of weird the way things happened. And, you know, again, recapping everything full circle around is that, you know, I was thinking about the homeless guy just before the book distribution started. And then I headed towards him, and that's where it ended. So coincidence or not, Krishna miracle for me, for others might be just a coincidence, but I treat it as you know, something more than just a coincidence, obviously, and I'm so grateful for that. And I'm always being taken care of in that sense. Everything happens for a reason. So I hope this video made someone, you know, feel good about things happening in the world out there. Smile at life, you know, even though we're going through some harsh times, I guess some people could say, some challenges. But this is the point that we have to make, is that, you know, in challenges is where we can grow. We can grow from our, you know, also our mistakes. So let's not take for granted this opportunity. And you know, let's elevate our consciousness. Just like I had this conversation with the second lady, who was just like, wow, this is just on point. I was just thinking about meditation, and I'm like, yeah, like, you know, it's not a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. So here I am giving you something spiritual that you wanted, and it was at the time that you wanted it, and at the time that, you know, God presented me the opportunity to do so. So anyways, I'm ranting by now again. Thank you so much for watching the video. Much love. Shota Carlos, aka Learn to Love 111. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.